13 teams of students from high schools across Niagara are participating in the environmental education competition, the Niagara Envirothon.
The Niagara Envirothon is an outdoor education program that's centered around environmental learning for high school students. And they're each rotating to different eco-stations that we have set up around Jericho House. We have a forestry station, an aquatic station, soils, wildlife, and our current issue this year is invasive species. So they're rotating at each of those stations, getting some hands-on learning in each of those topics.
And what can you tell us about the professionals that are actually teaching the workshops?
We have professionals from the Niagara Peninsula Conservation Authority. We have Agriculture Canada, Heartland Forest, Sassafras Farms. We have professionals from a variety of different environmental backgrounds here teaching the kids so that they get to learn from the people that are actually doing this every day, and they also get an idea of some of the different career opportunities that are out there for them.
Niagara Envirothon volunteers help teach the students and run the different stations.
I get to run the soil station today, and it's all about teaching kids how the soil works and how the soil functions in their everyday life. What does it mean to walk through a forest, and why do certain plants grow in certain places? I've tried to give them lots of hands-on activities so that they can understand the different concepts that we're talking about. We're talking about simple soil concepts like soil structure and soil water and soil life, and how to create a healthy soil and how to maintain a healthy soil, and how the healthy soils are important for ecosystem function.
What would you say are some of the benefits for the students participating in a workshop like this?
I think the benefits are that they get to experience it in the actual environment. It's not just a textbook, and it's not just a PowerPoint presentation or a talking head. They get to touch it, they get to feel it, they get to get dirty, their hands have soil all over it. They get to understand how the concepts work, and hopefully in a way that they'll be able to remember it and apply it in their everyday life. If they go home and say, here's why my grass isn't growing, Dad, or here's why we put compost in the soil, all the better.
How is a workshop like this preparing the students for the competition and to potentially even compete at the provincial level?
Definitely, it's preparing them for the competition. So we're going to be back here in 2 weeks. They're going to be rotating again to the same eco stations, and the tests are basically based on what they learned here today at the workshop. So they're again going to be doing some of those hands-on things. They might be measuring the diameter of a tree, figuring out what kind of bugs they're finding in the creek, identifying trees, looking at soil, doing a soil profile, and we're going to be testing them on all those things. And when they move on, when our winning team from Niagara moves on to the provincial level, they're going to go to a whole other workshop and learn again and do another test. So it's definitely everything's preparing them for that.
Students today will be returning on May 4th to compete for the title Niagara Envirothon Champion and then move on to compete at the provincial level. For The Source, I'm Melissa Andrade.